What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Birdies and Banter. Coming back from the Masters. This is the recap of the Masters. What a great Masters performance we got this year. Super cool to watch. Didn't know what to expect. I would say after Friday's round with Rory up by 6 shots, which is just insane.
Yeah.
But he holds on and takes the victory. So we're just gonna discuss, Rory mostly, but other headlines at the Masters and a couple others. And we're leading up to the PGA Championship after this one.
That is right. And hello, friends. Oh, I might get sued for saying that, but what's up, everybody? Welcome to Birdies and Banter. As you can see, this is kind of closest to Augusta Dream, but shout out to Columbia. I'm not gonna get sued. I don't have the patch on here. So shout out to you, Columbia. If that tournament, it was exciting for sure because it was almost an all-timer. I mean, if some players made some putts, which we'll get into, and if how Tom Lee was it in, I don't know,
No
he was
man's
like.
land.
He was at Augusta Country Club. Yes, there's a golf course right next to
Yeah.
Augusta National. Yeah,
Tiger's new par 3 course.
yeah, new or the yeah the patch. He was somewhere over there. But yeah, it was a heck of a tournament for young Roy McIlroy. I said I didn't know what to expect with him. He looked relaxed, and then we kind of saw basically the career in like a week. I think Friday he was just making everything, chipping in everything. Driver was wonky overall. But I mean, he had that bounce in the step, swagger. That was like 2011, 2014 Rory.
Yeah.
And then we got Saturday, we got what, 2017 to 2023 Rory, where he's been close so many times, like he was at the Open at St. Andrews, LACC with the US Open, and then Pinehurst was missing putts, just and then hitting into the water. And like, oh no, this is going to be like Jordan Spieth 10 years ago or Greg Norman going back to 96.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, I think you kind of saw kind of the maturation of the whole thing. Obviously, the front end was a little shaky, but then he just birdied 12, 13, took care of business. And I think just all utilized all the lessons he learned from Jack, Tiger, a couple of former champions, and just playing, just experience playing there, just knowing where to be aggressive, when not to go for it. But yeah, I mean, heck of a week for him overall.
Yeah.
Uh, just basically won it with course IQ and just,
Yeah.
knowing where to play it.
Hey, last year was glory for Rory. What was this year? I couldn't.
A McElroy encore.
McElroy Encore. Okay. Just
And
wanted to know when I named the episode, you know?
and I shout out to Jim Nance, by the way, but I think his call was kind of tampered now just because of some of the broadcasting technical issues that we'll get into after we showcase the leaderboard here.
Yeah. One thing Jack Nicklaus told Rory to not make any effing double bogeys, and when Rory made a double bogey on the par
Mm.
three, not looking good after that, but he held on and went on to win. What do you think about him hitting driver on the last hole?
I think he got a little too. That's kind of a swing I do. I know you've seen it, Pat. A couple of my friends have seen it where I just like get like too fast, and I don't know. He just went super quick. I think just wanted to put an emphatic statement on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Birdie it and just celebrate. But heck of he lucked out in the Georgia Pines, and then obviously in the Pine Straw had an opening, hit into the green sand bunker. Um, but I know Harry Diamond too, I think is underrated, underappreciated caddy. I know he got a lot of criticism too because when Rory had JP Fitzgerald on the back for his first four majors, there were money, and then all of a sudden Rory brings in his childhood buddy. Let's see how they match rate. But Harry Diamond, man, he just knows how to motivate Rory to me and keep him kind of focused in a positive headspace. Because I think if this was Rory 2011 for 14, we
Yeah.
would be talking about a different winner. Let's just be real here. But yeah, I mean that was just nerve-wracking, especially 16 too. I don't know what he hit. He hit like a 8 iron, and he
Yeah.
hit an 8 iron,
Yeah.
smokes it into the Patriots, and then luckily it ended up where it did, which was like a little dry patch of grass.
Almost in Tiger
Yeah,
territory.
yeah, almost Tiger territory because I could have flipped the whole thing. Cameron, yeah, make birdie there, boom, and or Scotty too, which if he made birdie on 18 too, or just had that approach shot just land like 1 foot higher would have been nice. But yeah, it was just an adventure, especially those last couple holes where you
Yeah,
kind of knew it was over once Rory birdied 12 and 13.
yeah.
But then you just didn't know what swings you were going to get. If you're going to get the confident swings or just basically, I don't know. I wouldn't say scared at all, but just like not committing to the swing.
Yeah, 2 years in a row where Rory really had us on the edge of the seat. I mean, last year was crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
that final round had literally everything. Eagles, double bogeys, bogeys.
yeah,
I mean, insane. So, Rory really knows how to put on a show and make everyone so nervous. And now he goes back to back, fourth player to ever do it. So, um,
yeah.
pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff.
Stamps his place as the greatest European player of all time,
Yeah.
I think up there with Sevi and Nick Faldo, and then also stamps his place, among top 10 players with 6 majors, ties with Faldo, Lee Trevino, Phil Mickelson. So it's pretty incredible, and he still has a runway to get more. That's just the beauty of where his game's at now.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at the leaderboard here. Rory on top. Scotty Scheffler, insane. He went into the weekend even par and he shoots 11 under. Um, and misses. I mean, 17, he could have had a birdie. He was literally on the edge. Could have got him to 12, and that would have put a lot of pressure on Rory, even more pressure than Rory faced. I don't know. It could have been, Rory was saying he was looking at the leaderboards all day. So maybe to see Scotty at 12, he probably would have maybe went 3 wood. I don't know, but um, it looked like he had his mind set on hitting driver.
Yeah,
Um,
and then Scotty kind of lost the tournament on Friday. I thought he was too far back, but he put up a heck of a run those last couple holes, especially 15, 16, 17, and even 14, 13, he was just hitting the
it,
shots we've been used to
he
seeing him at.
he didn't have a birdie on a par five until Sunday on 15.
Yeah,
Insane. And that's where you're supposed to make your money on these par fives at Augusta.
yeah.
All very reachable, and definitely birdie opportunities. Terrell Hatton put on a good showing this year again. Gets invited next year. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna win one. I feel like he's always near the top at Augusta.
Very sneaky, good ball striker. It's just the temperament, man, because you don't know when he's going to lose his cool, if you know what I'm saying. And we know that. Seeing him at the U.S. Open last year at Oakmont,
Yeah.
at multiple majors where he's looking at his caddy, F-bomb this, F-bomb that. That's just he thrives on it too. I mean, he thrives off of kind of just that competitive fire that he has. Um, so I feel like he's gonna be kind of one of those guys that either chases and will get one because he's chasing
Yeah.
and finish, you know what I mean, at one of these majors. But yeah, he's really, I think nobody really talks about him. He gets kind of lost in that discussion because I think we all know Rom out of Europe, Rory, obviously Justin Rose, who we'll mention in a few minutes here. But yeah, heck of a performance there from Terrell.
Yeah. Russell Henley makes a strong push on Sunday and on the weekend.
Six,
Had a good round.
yeah, six top tens in his last 13 major starts. He put on a ball striking display. I think it was 14 where you could see where the ball was going. He hit just this low stinger and then just rolled.
Yeah.
If the homeboy just made putts, man, oh my God. It's not like he was misreading him too. He was just speed, barely just,
Just off.
everything goes to Race Creek. That's what Jack said. Um, and a lot of the putts he was just missing by like 2 feet, 2 inches, 3 inches off his mark. And Russ, like I said, he's like I think he's now in the top 15 in the world. I know he was top five last year. I think he's gotten more into the top 12, but he's going to win one of these two. I mean, the guy's just he knows how to pick his way apart. Of course, kind of like what we see with Zach Johnson did in 2007.
Yeah. Now we get to Rosie. Oh man, he took the lead there when he got to 12 under. Right here, 9 and 10. he was up by two shots, and then par 5 13 really killed him. He was on it in two, and he three putted. So I feel like that's where it kind of just hit him, and um, he never quite recovered. But he was up by two, and Rory was what, three back at that point? That was when he double
Yeah.
bogeyed. So
Yeah. Rosie, I think lost set out on 11. He had a great drive and then was gonna about to hit. I forgot what iron it was. But they just looked uncommitted and I think backed off because the wind, the wind's changed there, especially on the A corner. Hits kind of a wild fade shot that I think faded too much and went way past Larry Mize territory where the bunker's at. I think that just kind of unraveled. He just wasn't comfortable with his iron shots, and then we all saw what happened at 12 with the chipping. That's probably one of the worst chips I've seen. He's an immaculate short game player. That's one of the worst chips I've seen him hit, and he'll probably say that if he was on this show right now. And then 13. I think just got too excited with that eagle putt. I think that he would want that back. Just get all you need to do is just get within 4 feet. If you make it, great. If you don't, hey, you kick in birdie. Maybe we could be talking a different story with you holding the green jacket, but might be his last best chance at winning. That was just heartbreaking, especially knowing that you had the lead. Balls in your court. All you got to do is just don't make mistakes and aim at corner. Unfortunately, just too many wayward iron shots on 11 and 12.
yeah, I gotta mention Cam Young, strong performance again. You know, the last two Players Champions went on to win the Masters, so I really thought it was gonna be Cam Young this week. Both of us did, so um, he's gonna get one. He's gonna get one
Yeah.
for sure. His game looks really good. His putting has been improved. Just you know, shooting par on the back nine on a Sunday is just not gonna get it done. So
He's our age, 28, and that score could, I wouldn't say he choked it, but just the putter went ice cold out of bed. He was just missing some putts that um, would have got in. They would have at Sawgrass just didn't go in. And he had the speed, everything. The right looks like the reads were good, but they just weren't dropping. And he makes a par putt on 18. That was like what he needed to do at 13. It was just pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah, can't. It was fun to see the top three players of the world kind of duke it out in a way. See, Scotty, Rory, Cam Young. We haven't really had that in a while at a major, so that was fun to see.
Um, Colin Morikawa. I guess we should have picked him this week. He did was struggling with his back
Dude,
towards
yeah,
the end of the round. He did manage to get four birdies in a row, five birdies in a row.
yeah.
Um, just insane stuff. I mean, he looked like Tiger out there. Barely could walk by the end of it. But good showing for him, and he's probably going to take a couple weeks off for sure.
I would too, man. He did not look like he looked like 80% and he was still making putts, even him picking up the ball. I was kind of like walking like him last week. I had a swollen ankle. And I was just, yeah, I almost did not go into work. But like Colin, man, you just show up, you do your thing, and you're not going to miss a day, and you're especially not going to miss the Masters,
Yeah,
biggest event for these guys, or biggest, I would say, biggest golfing event of the year for these
yeah.
guys. But hey, heck of a performance. I don't know what to make of the rest of the year for him because, like I said, he just did not look healthy at all. Hopefully, he'll get some recovery time, physio time, and then maybe come back at the PGA, can go for a second Wanamaker at Aronimink. But yeah, gutsy performance by him.
Sam Burns uh had a strong first day. What, he got to six under, right, on the first day, or
Yeah,
um, and then kind of burned off there at the on the weekend.
no
He had
pun
some.
intended.
You like that one? He had some struggles in the first couple holes of the final round and got it back to 10 under, but then finished at 9 under. But another good showing for Sam Burns, another person that I really think he'll get one done. Um, it's just some shots, and then you just lose all the momentum, and then you can't get it back. So
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of what he did at Oakmont, where he would just make bogeys on some easier holes at the wrong time, and they just could never regain the momentum. But he's going to learn. He's still a young player, even though he's been on tour for what, like 4 or 5 years. But he's still, like I said, gaining experience in these majors, and he's going to pull one of these off. I have a feeling he's a terrific putter. Not doesn't get talked about like his driving accuracy. So I expect him to, kind of be in contention at more of these major championships.
yeah, we'll quickly keep going. Those are kind of just the main people I want to talk about. Max Homa, good showing.
Yeah.
Final round. Jake Knapp, I guess I should have picked him this week instead of uh, last players championship where he missed the cut. Um, but another good showing. His game is definitely there. Jordan Spieth, another player that made the cut. Uh,
Trending in the right direction.
yeah. Your boy Patrick Reed, man, disappointing, huh?
Dude, his putter went ice cold on Saturday, and I thought he would just get, motivated. I'm saying I thought I was surprised he wasn't put in the final group because he had the lower score on Saturday, but I think the Masters, the way they do is like whoever finishes last. I don't know. But yeah, it was interesting to kind of see follow him top what 15 finish that he had. But like I said, his game's trending in the right direction, and I know one of his goals is to win the Race to Dubai title for the DP World Tour. He's assured that he's gonna get his card back for next season, so we're gonna see more of him.
Yeah.
But he loves playing. He loves playing around the States. He loves drinking those Trenti strawberry refreshers. I saw the video that he did. No refresher, no fill, or what is it? No water and the no like those little bubble pearl things at the bottom. So, but yeah, it's just the putter went ice cold on him on Saturday that he could never get it back. Jason Day, oh Patrick Cantlay, nice to hear from you on an outside golf facility because we always hear from you at TGL. Jason Day, kind of a disappointing performance, but I think that's a tale of two seasons that he's had. He just has one random top 10 finish like he did in Houston that kind of fell apart. Uh, Victor Hovland with the strong bounce back final round. Shout out to Portola Valley's own Maverick McNeely. Patrick, your boy Fitzpatrick, man.
Yeah. He was up there, and then he wasn't there. But I do gotta say, my three picks, I think I picked pretty well this week. I had Fitzpatrick, Cameron Young, and Justin Rose. So, good showing. Like I said, I'm gonna keep track of how my players did this year, and I can't pick those three moving forward. So,
I like the challenge.
yeah, Matty Fitz would have been a good one for maybe a little open championship, but
Hmm.
we'll see. We'll see.
A lot of golf in between. Yeah.
Yeah. Scrolling down, Ludwig was a big favorite this week. Not really, didn't really see much of him. Maybe Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Chris Gotterup, first Masters, he did pretty well. I think he got to like maybe 4 or 5 on the first couple days, but
Yeah, he had a water ball, I think, on Thursday or Friday, if I remember correctly.
yeah,
And then Sugar Shane, the guy's making aces. Made one at 16, made one at 6, has one, I think, at Sawgrass, Augusta. I thought
Pebble.
that would just jumpstart the momentum at it. And then kind of just like I said, what we've seen of him since what happened at the Cognizant, going from 8 under, going to 1 under. That's not a good final round. Uh,
Hmm.
Shout out to Gary Woodland, man. He was in contention for a little bit. Heck of a heck of a story past couple weeks, and hopefully he'll make. I think he'll make the President's Cup team this year for Brad Snedeker. Tommy Fleetwood. I saw more celebrating at the par three contest, celebrating with Shane than I did see actual golf shots. So
Yeah,
not a good week for Tommy. Ben Griffin, his first Masters. I know he was flirting with contention on Saturday and Sunday. He'll be back here. John Rahm, I have no idea what happened. I
barely
know
made the cut.
barely made the cut. Yeah, just the game was not the body was there. The game did not show up. And then we get to, oh, well, obviously Ryan Gerard, first Masters as well. He was in contention for a little bit, but then the interesting scorecard, the interesting leaderboard, as you can see, and I love the manual leaderboards. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I'll
crazy.
probably
Altong Ling, man, he really put it into another gear of how bad he can be on Amen corner. Jesus. I think he went triple quintuple, I think.
yeah. So folks, we found out, and I'm sure if you're watching CBS, we found out that he had a 10 because Scotty Scheffler was waiting while Scotty was cooking, he was starting to cook, right? And then we did see a single shot of that.
Yeah.
So CBS, probably one of their worst produced golf broadcasts. Usually they're the gold standard still to me. But yeah, one of the worst produced golf broadcasts. I know they have like a
I
newer
would say
division.
final round. Everything leading up, I think
Yeah.
rounds 1 through 3 were pretty, well done, but
And the
that
cold
final
open with
round
John,
was
that cold open with John Goodman, oh, that tugs at the heartstrings still. But yeah, that final round was just atrocious.
yeah.
And we'll see if Masters might go on Netflix because they always do these 1 year deals with media, media companies. Might go on Amazon Prime for the final round. That would make a
Yeah.
lot of people happy. Not. Let's see, Christoph Retan.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
he had I would say he had a good week. He was 40 with contention. Jacob Bridgman, he was there. Siwoo Kim, I'm surprised that Corey Connors, though. I thought he would, be in contention a little more. Marco Penge is going to be a guy that you're going to hear for a while. Kirk Kitayama was like the first 14-hole leader, and he was in contention, and then just
Yeah.
kind of fell off. The Hoyt guards, hey, they both played here this week. There's one name, former champion, and I'm not talking about Charles Schwartzel. I'm talking about Sergio Garcia and the antics. Bro, come on, man. You can't be hitting the drive, hitting the hitting the ice chest,
Yeah.
and then
Snapping your driver.
he carries John Rahm's bag down the fairway as like, oh, I did a good thing. And I think one of the officials there from the Masters had to give him a code of conduct warning. And then
Yeah.
Sergio just gave kind of like a smug, whatever kind of answers I didn't like. So come on, Serge, you can't be doing that, man. How old are you?
Uh,
You're two.
what what can you do? You're on Live Golf.
Yeah, come on. Oh, we don't know about Live Golf, but
Oh.
we'll get to that later in the show. So, uh,
Yeah.
let's
JJ
see.
Spawn, I would say, miscut,
That's disappointing.
surprising. Akshay miscut. Bryson couldn't get out of bunker this week.
And by
Uh,
the way, I picked Bryson. Not the smartest move to use a 3D printed iron the week of a major.
yeah,
That's just not the smartest move, in my opinion, considering you won with irons back-to-back starts at Live. So I'm
yeah.
not sure what the tweak is. Obviously, we don't know what's going on with Live Golf. We should know about, hopefully, maybe during the show or even afterwards. But yeah, it's just not a good week at all from Mr. DeChambeau.
Another person to get a code of conduct warning, Robbie McIntyre.
Oh,
Flipping off the water in hole 15.
yeah,
That's
he
a good one.
struggled. Yeah.
People made him into a gnome, which is great. That's real fun to see. What is this fourth straight year that an amateur hasn't made the cut?
Second, because Neil
Second.
Shipley was
Okay.
2023. But yeah, Ethan Fain, Jackson Harrington, you see there. Cam Smith, he's disappeared since he went to live. Hasn't really contended at anything. Uh, Daniel Berger, I thought he would be in contention a little bit more, but still, hey, successful season considering the multiple injuries that he's come from. Man, so sad for Freddie. He was like 2 under for the first couple hours, then he got to 15 and then had the same issues that McIntyre's having. Just hit too many.
I
You
think
had a
he didn't he
chunk
make a
shot.
nine?
You got a nine, so that
Yeah.
kind of torpedoed his chances. But it's always good to see Freddie, man, at
Yeah.
Augusta. He loves that place. Jose
Yeah.
Maria Olazabal, shout out to him. Mason Howell, I know people were making fun of him because he had all the Shake Shack and the pain, hit his first drive with the hat coming off. I thought he played really well, considering who you're grouped with. You're grouped with an
Yeah.
all-time great in Rory and a guy that just won the Players' Championship at Cameron Young. And he's from
Insane.
Georgia too, so you think of that added pressure of being, in your home state competing at obviously the biggest event, the event that you want to win and compete in since you're a kid. He's gonna be back at this event.
Minwoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he would do better this week. I picked Max Grazerman. Yeah, this guy's like always kind of like near the top. He's like a surprise, and this week he really
That
should
was
have
it
been.
went rock bottom for him real quick, man.
You can,
FIFA Lapokadi, he won the
yeah,
Asia Pacific Amateur. Shout out to him. And then we got Aldrich Portigear, who or Potgieter, excuse me. His game it just went south this week as
it
well.
was horrible.
Angel Cabrera, I thought he would be contention since he won a couple times last year at PGA Tour Champions. Just didn't go his way. The real estate agent was Brandon Holtz. Hey, you made it. Congrats. Davis Riley. Yeah, I think that's our leaderboard. If
Yeah,
I'm
that's it. You can't scroll down
31
anymore.
players.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so um, yeah, like we said, the Masters probably the best week in the entire golf schedule.
Yeah.
Nothing
Amen.
beats this week. We saw the celebrities, we saw everyone there, all the influencers. So, shout out to everyone. Um, Now we get into the fun stuff of what people were talking bad about Rory playing 3 to 4 times a week. He would drop his daughter Poppy off at school and then catch a private jet to Augusta and just play 3 to 4 times a week. And
I,
people are saying that's an unfair advantage, but um,
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So when Tiger won, what? He has five of these, five green jackets.
four, five,
Yeah,
four.
five. He has five. He did the same exact thing. He flew to Augusta National, did day trips, right? Played golf. Phil has done that. Let's see. Other champion golfers have done that. Jack Nicklaus, hello.
Yeah,
Name balling all the top, 10 players of all time. But it's a bigger deal because we got social media involved and anything you can slice and dice. Even Stephen A. Smith was talking about it, which is strange because they don't cover golf on First Take. So yeah, that was just a silly take. I'm like, come on, man, and oh, it's unfair to the players. Oh, listen, if Rory did that, he could have missed the cut too, because he, I don't know, these guys think it's a video game or something like, oh, he has all the answers, a cheat code. Like, come on.
yeah. I mean, this guy was 90th in driving accuracy out of 91 people. So, I mean, he almost didn't win this. So,
Mhm.
you got to think about that and how much he had to battle throughout the week. Um, but I don't know. It's just a dumb story after Rory winning. You always gotta say something bad. Something went his way. I don't know.
Yeah, trying to throw bubble gum at the wall and see what sticks. That's what I just
Yeah,
got out of that. So
exactly.
on to the
Uh,
next week.
like we said, or like Derek said, Live Golf could be folding. Um, I don't know.
I'm not surprised if anything. I know, like I said, Saudi Arabia has one of the wealthiest countries. Oil, obviously. We can't ignore since we do a sports show. We don't get into politics, but we obviously know what's going on in Iran, and we obviously know who the targets are in the Gulf region there, with Saudi, Qatar, Dubai, the UAE and a lot of the resources getting deployed to that. So we'll see. I mean, it's interesting. It will be a colossal media day, colossal meltdown on social media. I know we're going to talk about it at our workplace. It's going to blow up our workplace. We're not going to get anything done for 8 hours. But yeah, I think Alan Shipnuck said it in Rich Eisen interview, promoting his book Rory, and ironically Rory won, right? He said that the PGA Tour won the war, and now they're just kind of reaping in the benefits. And this is kind of could be the final death blow. We don't know what it is. Like I said, this is just pure speculation that we've got from one of my
Yeah,
coworkers who knows people in the industry, and obviously we've seen it on Twitter and social media. But yeah, it's interesting. And by the way, they're playing in Mexico City too, so I don't know. We don't know what's going on. We have no idea what's going to happen. But the golf ecosystem could be changed back to what we kind of knew and
and
all
what we've had.
PGA Tour, DP World Tour, then go to Asia, Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a mess, man. But we'll see what happens. We're eagerly awaiting that announcement. Hopefully, we'll bring it to you. Probably during our PGA Championship show, we'll have more time to talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be interesting if something does happen and the league gets disbanded. Man, having I would say having Bryson back on PJ Tour would be a good day. Or he may just go play in the Brian Bros and Grand Horvat Your Golf Tour on
They ain't
YouTube.
getting world ranking points and them two jabronis. They ain't
Well, you
getting.
know,
Oh, WGR. Come on. Stop.
yeah,
Stop it.
yeah,
Looking forward, we got the ladies got a major next week at Memorial Park in Houston, the Chevron Championship, where they're trying to recreate a pool. If you see the photos, check it out. It does not look impressive. Please move the event back to Rancho Mirage where
yeah.
it's always belonged. I know the senior PGA guys are playing this week. Pat Perez is making his kind of Tour Champions debut in Florida. Let's see. And then we'll see what Liv has. But obviously, we're looking forward to the PGA Championship next month at Aerodynamic Golf Club, where it hasn't been since 1962 when Gary Player won his third major. Looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Since I don't really know a lot about Aerodynamic, they don't really get too many big events in successive years.
Yeah.
They had the Women's PGA in 2020, and then they have had a couple of PGA Tour events sporadically. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that Donald Ross layout challenges the best players in the world just outside of Philly.
Philly special.
Give me my cheesesteaks.
Yeah, so that's next on the horizon. Looking forward to it as always. And I guess that's it. That's it for the Masters. Come
Yeah.
and go. That's it. Shout out to Rory. Well done, sir. And yeah, we'll see everyone for the PGA Championship.
Peace and love, friends.